Hey guys, it's Saru, and as promised, a guide for TERA's brand new Antaroths Abyss hard mode, or as I like to call it, Antonius Abyss, or Antonio's Mechanics. I don't know, I'm losing my mind here. So before I begin, I will not be giving you all the mechanics. I'm only going to be giving you the different mechanics that are inside of hard mode. So if you've watched my normal mode video, then you're fine. Or if you know normal mode, then you're fine. This is just added mechanics that are different, or some differences added to the normal mechanics. That's it. So for the first boss, there are 3 differences here. First is the Firebreath Mechanic, where he throws you into the air and says
your flesh will be deleted.
The only difference here is that he's going to target 2 players. So just iframe getting to the ice and you're fine. It is literally the only purpose for the ice here is if he shoots fire at you, just stand in the ice. I mean, that's it. If you die, well, whatever, I guess. There is a massive in and out mechanic that he does based on whether he's enraged or not, but I think I mentioned this in the normal video by accident. So if he's red, just stay out of it, I guess. Not really much to say on that. In the first AoE, you just iframe, and then you can just take it. To be honest, it's not that much damage, but you can just iframe some more or stay in and out. It depends entirely on if he's enraged or not. Again, I think I mentioned this in my normal mode video by accident, so. The last thing he does is if he backsteps and does an AoE, or if he doesn't backstep. Now, if he does backstep and he does an AoE, he'll raise his shield up and whatever, just go inside and then outside. And if he doesn't backstep, go outside then inside, and then the rest are the same. I honestly think I mentioned that as well in my normal mode video, or whatever. That's literally it. Now for the second boss. Under 50%, he's going to do 2 swipes instead of just 1, so you may notice that when he swipes the ground from his left or to his right, depending on his shoulder, it's going to cause this debuff if you touch it, and you just have to cleanse it. So under 50%, he'll do his left or his right, and then he'll do the opposite side. So if he does left, then he'll do his right after. Kind of like Darken, I mean, same thing to be honest. And the same thing applies with the color mechanic, except under 50% he will then do an additional color mechanic. It just means a little bit faster, don't worry about it. Under 20% he's going to do them even more faster. Now my advice for this, you don't have to do this, you can do this exactly like I said in normal mode video where you assigned everybody to get a single one. But for my advice, I figured this out in the first time, and I mean it works for me. One person can take it all, but I don't recommend that because something could happen. Now if you don't want your group to wipe because of coordination, because let's be honest, TERA Console does not work with coordination, otherwise Hero Hold wouldn't have been cleared just 2 weeks ago. Okay. Anyways, my advice here is to have 1 DPS on the outside the entire run to take the blue debuff, and 1 on the inside to take the red debuff all the time. It'll cause less wipes and less issues. If they die, just resurrect them, and if their color comes up right after they're dead, I mean someone else could just take it. It will cause less wipes. Trust me. Now to avoid confusion, if you choose to be the blue one, just stay outside the entire time. The entire time. Forever. You choose to be red, just stay inside the entire time. That's it, you don't have to look at the colors. Alright, well we're done with that. So now for the third boss. Time for a 25-minute video explaining this motherfucker. Now before anything, when you first start, you'll notice he does an AoE. You can just Kaya shield this if you're a priest. If you're not a priest, then I don't know, everyone else can just iframe. But if you are a priest and you're watching this, just Kaya shield right before they go inside. You should have enough time, like 12 seconds or something like that. And there won't be any need for iframes or people being pushed back or anything like that. But anyways, if Antonio decides to do 2 uppercuts in succession, he will do a backslam. I'm mentioning this even though it's not technically a mechanic, but it's very important for people to know. You need to know this because if you get hit by this backslam, you could wipe your entire party. I'm telling all of you who I've ran with this week. I'm staring at you. I know you're watching this. Now, if you're fast enough, you can cleanse this before he spins and decides to kill you. If you're not fast enough, I don't know, I mean, Kaya shield, I guess, and then just wait till he does a spin and then cleanse and heal. Or just don't get hit. I mean, iframe when he does 2 in succession. So 4? I don't know math, guys. So blue balls. Now, for hard mode, you can bait res this. What does that mean? If you've done RMHM, then you know that if you fake res or you resurrect on the ground, she'll do lasers at you or whatever. Same thing, he'll throw a blue ball at you. Either it be the delayed one or it will be the normal one. So use that to your advantage for DPS. Alright, now for red magic. Now it's essentially the same thing except it's not. So why would I say it's the same thing? I don't know, I'm keeping that in the recording. But he does the same thing except for the fact that after he's done swiping his life away to the right or to the left, he will either do an in to out wave or out to in wave, similar to Lakin in Velik Sanctuary hard mode. Now, if he spins clockwise, he'll AoE from in to out. If it's counterclockwise, it'll go from out to in. Now you can iframe this, and here's some footage from Squishy Wolf doing it, so you can do it either way or the other way. If you're a tank or a lancer, I'm pretty sure you can onslaught this, but I don't know, I mean, if you just want to backstep, I guess that's a thing too. Now, puddles. This is important. Instead of 3, there are 5. And that's it. Okay. Yep. Alright, so his escape option disabled mech. Now you just want to iframe out of the red in time. After it blinks on the ground, you'll notice right here, just like so. You just iframe, you'll go behind the tank blocks this in waves of AoEs or whatever. Or you could just get overhealed or overheal. I don't know what position you are when you're watching this. And then that's fine, that's it. Heal tank or shield tank, and you just stand behind them. Now the light and dark mechanic. It's the exact same thing, except if you want to slow down the process of the ritual for your team to DPS, you can check out this debuff right here underneath him. It's pretty quick, it's like 3 seconds, so the moment he says enter your final words now, debuff him with plague or regression. This will make his ritual much slower, so you don't need to lose time DPSing or trying to figure out which ball to get because you forgot yours or you're in the wrong position or whatever, and now I gotta res you. The same thing though. If you have a white debuff, that means it's a black ball with a white aura. It's a black debuff, it means it's a white ball with a black aura. Just look for the auras. I mean, that's what I do. If you have a white debuff, just look for the white aura with black in the middle. If it's a black debuff, just look for the black aura with white in the middle. I mean, it's the same thing. Now, under 50% he'll do clones. It's the same The only thing I forgot to mention is that if he goes to the big ass portal, he'll do blue balls. If he goes to the entrance, he'll do a spin. Now you can iframe the spin if his eyes turn red. Now finally, cage mechanic. It'll happen under 40% and you'll get a color on your debuff bar. Just go to the color on the ground that matches with yours. After it refreshes, you need to go either clockwise or counterclockwise depending on where your color goes. So for example, if you're yellow, you'll be yellow throughout the entire mechanic. Just stand on yellow and then the ground will change colors, so just pay attention to that or you'll die. Other than that, under 50% of his HP, a 5-minute wipe timer will start. It's not really a wipe timer, it's more like hit turn Super Saiyan and then he wipes you in one shot, so it's kind of a wipe timer, but it's not a wipe timer, but it is a wipe timer. So kill him under 5 minutes when he hits 49%. Alright guys, good luck, that's it, I'm done, okay, bye. Make sure to subscribe and click that adorable f***ing bell to know when I upload a brand new video. Want to support me even further? Join me on patreon.com/Sarumonin for exclusive giveaways, behind the scenes footage, early access to videos, and more. Much love and as always, till next time friends.